Hello community, welcome back to another Barcelona match review. It is quite refreshing to say this because of course there were so many Argentina match reviews, no club football, but hey, we are back for club football. And of course, before I start off this video, a very happy 2023 to every single one of you. As always, like I mentioned it, I really appreciate every one of those, the persons who I just show up and watch my videos. I really appreciate it so much deep in my heart, and let's hope that 2023 goes good for us, for our community. Let's hope that we will build together and really have fun interactive sessions, because I really enjoy that, and I hope you guys are also enjoying the video. So yeah, I really appreciate you guys. I love you all, and as always, it's just like, even if I don't say, I just really appreciate all of you so much. Thank you so much. But yeah, talking about the match today, Barcelona versus Espanyol ended in a draw 1-1. This wasn't really a good performance from Barcelona, and it's kind of like that international break curse once again hits us, and it has always been doing for the past so many years, 3 years, 2 years, I don't even know, I've lost count at this point. And we really wanted to get a win, especially after Real Madrid clinching their win yesterday. And of course, or I don't know, they had a match, they got the penalty, they won. And now Barcelona and Real Madrid are on the same points. Of course, with goal difference, Barca has a higher goal difference, of course, they're in the first position. But it is really an L to have a draw in this, for 2023 beginning. But yeah, let's talk about as to what really went wrong for Barcelona, and let's talk about it. And let's begin with the starting 11. First of all, shoutouts to Barca Buzz for making this starting 11. Ter Stegen in goal, our backline Jordi Alba, Marcos Alonso, Christensen and Roberto. Midfield 3, Frenkie, Pedri, Gavi, and our front 3, Ansu on the left, Rafinha on the right, and Lewandowski up top. So bit surprising changes, I would say, because of course Araujo was cleared up, but yes, it's really not good to just risk him into the starting 11, so I get the point about that. Koundé not coming in really seems interesting to me, and of course another big one is Sergio Busquets not starting. Frenkie starting as a CDM, which of course we will talk about as to how he performed, but really a fair few surprising changes from Xavi. And I think in first half Barcelona, they did decent. I wouldn't say they did the best. They could have done much better, but I feel like they have done decent compared to Espanyol, and they were able to create fair few chances. It's just that clinical finishing was missing. We were not able to, finish that well, and I think it could have been much better, and the scoreline would have been much better for us, much more advantageous for us coming into second half or even throughout this match. But yeah, talking about this match, Xavi of course went with a midfield-centric type of style, passing the ball to Pedri, Gavi, who would of course spread it towards the flanks. However, this match was a little bit different in terms of structure. It wasn't really that Pedri and Gavi were kind of interchanging or playing together. It was kind of like Gavi was more of an interior in this match, and Pedri was like sometimes switching up as like being a left back, allowing Jordi Alba to becoming a left winger, and then Ansu inverting. So that was quite an interesting change, I feel like, from Xavi, and I think it worked for the most part. Of course, Jordi Alba actually did quite good. We'll talk about more later as we analyze the players. I think it worked quite decent. It could have been much better, especially with the way like how we went into this match, but yeah, we also, to be fair, like it wasn't really that bad, because we of course got our first goal quite early on, like around the 7th minute. It was a corner where Lewandowski first headed the ball in. He tried to head the ball in towards the goal. It actually went to Christensen, who then gave a heading assist to Alonso, and Alonso of course headed that in, got the goal. So the centre back pairing combining, absolutely brilliant. 1-0 to Barcelona. Really good stuff, a really good start. And just after that goal as well, Barcelona were creating chances. They were like Rafinha had like 2 chances, Lewandowski had fair few chances, Ansu had some chances, Gavi making those runs outside, and it was working pretty decent, and especially like the way like how Gavi was kept as an interior was quite interesting, because while Espanyol were having those spaces being created, Gavi utilizing those spaces as an interior was working pretty well, because he was able to link up well with Lewandowski and with the wingers, and because of that the attacks were able to come pretty good enough. Like there was good combinations going on between Gavi, Lewandowski, Rafinha. It was quite going quite decent, and of course Ansu inverting and Jordi Alba overlapping, causing Jordi Alba to have more attacking freedom and have a defensive support in terms of Pedri, who also used to, when he used to operate in the middle, try to slow the game down, which was kind of like a drawback, to be honest. Like, of course, some people do want the tempo to be slow, which of course Busquets used to do that as a CDM, but Frankie, since he was there, he had a bit of a different role than Busquets. Like, he isn't like the Busquets to like, slow the tempo and just try to pass the ball around. He is a bit different player, and just tries to press players. And of course, he also tries to like progressing the ball. He likes to progress the ball. And we had a couple of chances, not a lot though. That's the thing. Like, even though we had chances, it wasn't really the best ones. Like, no, I won't say the best ones. I would say like we did not have plenty of open chances. Like, we had some chances, we had some shots. It was a bit like outside the box and stuff. In areas where it was kind of crowdy, where we weren't going to have an easy chance to score. I think Rafinha had a very like a big one in that first half, which was I think deflected by the defenders. So yeah, overall in first half had some chances. Clinical finishing wasn't there, and yeah, like overall Barcelona, I feel like they could have those spaces that were being opened by Espanyol. I think because Rafinha and Ansu were also doing defensive work, just to create some defensive stability, it caused some problems for the attack, because it was only leaving Lewandowski high up top to create some runs or something, which of course was not working as well. Leva did not get much service in this match, in the first half. I would say not in the match, but in first half. So it was kind of like a meh situation for Barcelona. But yeah, it just ends, of course, first half, Barcelona leading 1-0. Now, talking about the players, about how did they perform in the first half, Marc-Andre ter Stegen, I feel like, of course, he was all right. Not much of a challenge. Like, I guess one close challenge he had from Melamed, who tried to shoot to go, box outside the box from the left-hand side. That's it. So not really much challenge for ter Stegen. Sergio Roberto was playing, and I think he was all right. Okay. Not really, I didn't see him really shining that well. I think it was all right from Sergio Roberto. He did what he did. So yeah, it was all right from Sergio Roberto. Christensen, I think when it comes to defensive work, like, there was some defensive work to be done, and I think he and Alonso both did decent in that. Both did their job. I didn't feel any problems with them. Christensen has always been an underrated one, and he, in World Cup as well, he was instrumental for Denmark, and yeah, just again performing really well. Same goes for Alonso. Of course, he scored the goal. Defensive wise as well, he was decent. He was good in that first half with Christensen. So yeah, fair play to both of them. Jordi Alba, attacking wise, giving those crosses, giving those kind of threats for Barcelona, giving some close opportunities. Like while Alonso, he scored the goal, he had Alonso also had a very close one where Jordi Alba whipped that cross in, and of course it went wide. Jordi Alba, of course, giving that long ball to Gavi where he made that run behind. It really helped out a lot. So yeah, Jordi Alba as well was fantastic. Like attacking wise, he was really good. It really worked out. Frankie de Jong as a CDM, he did what he could, progressing the ball, pressing the players, defensive work. I think it was all right from Frankie. Not the best, not the worst. Also, it was all right from him. Gavi was pretty good. I'm probably the best player in that first half. As an interior, he was making those runs, he was instrumental, he was working really well, and yeah, Gavi definitely was a hell of a player in that first half. He was doing really good, really utilizing those spaces well, where he flourishes a lot. Pedri, again, I think Pedri, he was slowing the tempo a lot. I didn't see him shining that well. I think maybe defensively he did his job, I guess, like, kind of pressing, not allowing any problems coming in from the left hand side. Like sometimes there needs to be like the left back. I think it was all right from Pedri, not bad, not too good as well. It was all right from him. I think a different role. That's why he probably was not shining that much. And then of course Lewandowski up top. I think not much service. It was all right from him. Ansu Fati, I feel he has degraded a bit. I wasn't happy with his performance. I feel like he has lost some of the touches. His finishing once again is like meh, and but passing play and stuff also wasn't really that good. I think, I don't know. It could be rustiness. Football throughout, so definitely I think so must have been rustiness. So yeah, Ansu was also not that good. Rafinha was decent, was getting behind, getting into those spaces, just finishing again not the best. And I think creativity wise also he was all right, not the best as well. So yeah, it was a decent half from Barcelona, not the best though. So yeah, 1-0 at the end of half time. Now of course the second half begins, and once again kind of the same situation. We were trying to capitalize those opportunities, creating those opportunities, just could not finish it. And it was really pissing off a lot, and especially the referee Mateo Lahoz. He was having his fun time. I still don't get the fact that as to how this man is allowed so much freedom to throw cards left, right, center, yellow card over there, yellow card over there, yellow card over there, giving yellow cards to players on the bench, giving yellow cards to managers, red card to Jordi Alba, like red card to also, I think, one of the Espanyol players. It was mad. He was having fun, man. And the way he was calling off fouls and stuff, like the fact that you cannot even protest against him if in case he's wrong is just crazy to me. And yeah, second half was just it was really going crazy. But of course it went much more crazy after the penalty that we conceded. And of course it happened due to Alonso just hitting in the back heel of the Espanyol player. And because of that they got the penalty around the 73rd minute or something around like that. And of course Espanyol scored the penalty, made it 1-1. And then after that, once the cards start flying in, Cabrera mistakenly being given a red card to Jordi Alba, yellow card. More craziness was added when Barcelona also started getting much more closer chances. Like there was one where Lewandowski tried to head in. I think that was early on in the second half, around the 55th minute or something, where he got the head in but missed it wide. Then towards the end, after that penalty we conceded, there were other opportunities for Barcelona. Christensen's header being saved, that was a very good save from Espanyol's keeper. And it was going crazy, man. Barcelona were trying to create, have some hope, but it wasn't working. And Espanyol kept their foothold. They weren't that threatening in terms of attack, but their defense was what really kept them well, I guess, in this match, because they were good defensively. They were not allowing Barcelona that many opportunities. They were just crowding players. Like when Varane came in, Dembele came in. Frankie also got subbed off for Busquets, which was quite an interesting one. I feel like Frankie in second half was doing much better, progressing the ball well at situations, getting away from those presses, which was really vital for Barcelona's attacks. Pedri still staying in, it was quite interesting. So yeah, so much stuff happened, and it sucks that Barcelona could not score the third goal, and the second goal. There was a chance for Lewandowski as well, where there was a very good through ball from Alejandro Balde when he made the run from the left hand side, and then he couldn't finish it as well. So many chances, but just finishing was not there. And yeah, Barcelona drew against Espanyol 1-1. Really sucks. Referee was just mind-blowing. And yeah, just like that, Barcelona drew against Espanyol 1-1. Well, thank you so much for watching this video. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. If you guys did, make sure to like, share, subscribe, all that jazz you all guys already know. And yeah, as always, Visca Barca, Vamos Barca, everything, Forza Barca, whatever. But also, happy 2023 once again to every one of you guys. Enjoy the day.